Boaster, big beat. Oh, come on in, brother. Now, a good day for y'all. Finally, right? You know, you came in finally smiling and laughing as well too, which I'm sure an emotion that is elation for you as well to continue to make it to the lower bracket. Just talk to me about it. How you feeling right now?
Feeling pretty good. Like the team is in a really good state. Kayak is showing why he's in Fnatic, and the boys are following suit. So I think we're in a really good team atmosphere, really good state right now, and you know we're just climbing that mountain to make it all the way to Thailand.
That's what we like to hear, right? And thankfully, you're not playing at midnight anymore, so that's also really ideal as well too, which works out. So to go ahead and get into the game as well. Is it called Abyss because it's a simulator for you all? Because that was ridiculous, man. It was like Groundhog Day.
Yeah, I mean, if it's still working, don't. If it's not broken, don't fix it. You know. So it was working on A, and if I was trying to like read myself and let's go B this time, it's just unnecessary risk. A is looking really strong on today, and so I was just like, and I don't have to show too much. Just keep going A, boys. It's working for us.
Exactly, and yeah, I mean, worked out fine. So we'll take it, right? Dub's a dub, if anything, too. On that too, since you also did get the team as well alongside that, right? Now, when integrating two new players in the roster, right? Did that kind of change the overall intended change to your philosophy, or just a macro that you guys do play, considering how you evolved so far throughout the season, with what we're showing from Fnatic right now?
I think not really. I just think we have different players, so different standard, different level of play. I think we just have to do what's comfortable for our teammates. Chronicle really likes to breach, so let's try and put him on that. Alfia is really popping off on duelist as well, so if we can rock him on a duelist, then it's looking pretty good for us. And stuff like that. And then it's just a case of getting Kayak super comfortable. We were practicing his Euro OTs with Crashies. Stuff like that, just making sure every day we're gaining that extra percentage of progression. And
right.
Yeah, like I said, we're looking pretty good right now, so I'm really looking forward for tomorrow's game.
I think so too, right? And Austin, when I spoke to him a while back too, he did talk a bit about kind of working with Kayak as the rookie, so kind of bring him up as well too, seeing how you can work more with him to set him up. So I'm glad it's finally come to fruition as well too. Even if it means Austin just has to chill alongside, play off site, off his ult, and Kayak gets a 1v5 because I mean, to be fair, Kayak was shooting today. He's doing his thing out there. Yeah. So it's just really nice to see something proving a lot of people wrong, which is what I absolutely love too. Another there for Crashies too. It was just the role you have Crashies on right now, right? Which I think many of us noticed too, and you kind of poked fun at it as well too a little bit in the post-game interview, right? You have him specifically playing off his util, playing his life a lot more too, right? How intentional is that too in terms of how you've managed to form this team together for this year, especially integrating him in?
I think because if I'm going to be playing Astra quite a bit, it's about min-maxing. So as an Astra, I can't be with the pack as much, especially on that Abyss. So I do need Austin to kind of take control over what's going on there, say if we want to go in or not on the A side, if we do want to go. And so he did a really good job on that today. And I think it's the same on defense side. He's just the other person that I need to be a bit more controlling of the boys and guide them nicely. So I think it's working out pretty well. He's obviously not too happy with his performance, kills wise, but at the end of the day, you're not gonna get all the kills if the boys are killing. That is how my life was, and that was the best life I had back in 2023 when the boys just killed for me, and all I had to do was win a few clutches. So he did win his clutch on Fracture today, and managed to make it a bit more comfortable for us, so I'm happy for him.
I mean, you also won your clutch on Abyss today too, right? So it wasn't too bad.
I don't lose those, mate. I was like, I'm on 0 deaths. I was in this 1v2. I was like, oh man, I don't want to die. So and then the A site was clear, and I was like, oh my goodness, they've given me the free bomb. I think they're flanking. I actually don't know where they were. They ended up being super late, and I was like, oh, this is winnable. And then I still had the 2 stars as well. I was looking juicy in that clutch.
Yeah, you were looking nice out there, man. Yeah, realistically, they were just right across from you, chilling, thinking, man, we should probably defuse, huh? It's it was confusing times for me watching specifically, thinking, what the fuck is happening, man? But either way, doesn't matter. You still won, so it's good. And of course, you don't lose those, right? Never. That you're cold in the clutch. I see with it, aren't you? So it's nice on that. By the way, speaking of ice, did you never actually skim through the 100-page Icebox doc? You know, just the expert tier analysis.
Nah, I've just seen it on Reddit. I don't actually know what's going on. I looked at like the first 2 pages, and it was like individual players' heat maps because it was on me. They had a section on me, and I was like, oh, that's me. And so it was like Boaster's tendencies, and I didn't look at it fully because it was on someone else's screen. But I was like, oh, maybe I do look at that and see where I get my kills, and then I can get some more kills. But yeah, I mean, it's just a meme on the scene. But the person did put in a lot of effort, so I don't think he should be as memed about. But it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. There was a lot there, and if he's not joking about it, for sure we should lay off of him. But I just don't think he can be serious. There's just no shot, man. But I digress. That's fine. It's good. It's also on another lighter note as well too. You spoke previously about how Real Men listen to Twice, which hey, agreed. I do too. Big fan. Which so I wanted to get quickly understand it. Which FIFA Twice album?
The Twice album, the most recent one.
No. I mean, it doesn't have to be. But then I was saying about more so what's your favorite one? Because the most recent one I thought was I mean, Strategy's cool, and a couple other ones, singles that were fun.
I like this one. Eyes Wide Open. I love that album.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I like Hell in Heaven. I Can't Stop Me. Queen. Go Hard. Shot Clock. Da, da, da. Yeah, I like a lot of them. We do what we like. Na, 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 na. Yeah, I like a lot of that album. It's a lot of it is on my playlist. That one, especially that album. But there's little songs from each one of the albums I like. I do like Strategy.
I started a lot of fun too. Yeah, it was.
I like the solos too, like Jiho solo. Neon always produces bangers.
ABC was always.
And then Misamo as well.
Yeah. Dude, have you ever gotten to go to a Misamo show yet? Considering how often you've actually been to Japan.
No, unfortunately.
It's tragic. That's fine. One day, I'm sure you'll be able to. But yeah, same for me as well too. Eyes Wide Open was around when I started listening Twice too, and then because I got introduced by a friend, and then from there it was just a massive expansion to everything else from there. So yeah, agreed. Big fan.
Right.
Yeah. But and then going back a bit to you though as well. You've spoken pretty openly and a lot about the pressure that's constantly on you, right? And I find at times it affects you, and at times you try to brush it off where you can, right? So considering how the weeks have gone in so far, have you found that it's almost sat on you, almost like a hole in your chest, or have you been able to kind of move on from it pretty quickly, considering how kickoff has gone so fast?
Yeah, I think I didn't really have any pressure on myself. It was actually more so that my teammates were comfortable and making sure Kayak's like starting to perform and like show what he's capable of. And since he's done that, I feel really good about the team. Like practice has been really efficient, good vibes, even when like not is especially winning. But we've been winning quite a bit. I just think for me, like nothing can be worse than last year. And last year wasn't even that bad in retrospect. I still get paid to play the game. I don't get paid to win the game. I get paid to play it. Winning is a bonus, so I do strive for the wins. But I think that's my kind of mindset, is that you gotta enjoy the game too. Don't put too much stress. So today I was feeling a little bit nervous, anxious, or excited. Normally I was focusing too much, did some breathing, and just said like, look, let's just go out there, enjoy it, just have some excitement and show what we're capable of. And yeah, we really performed well today, and we were popping off. Yeah,
I agree, and which is cool to see, right? Because I remember I listened to a lot of the podcasts that you had with Yintu, I think like during the off season, where you talked a bit or like a lot about like just all the eyes on you, the flame, the people, just the pressure and the expectations that are constantly there, right? So I mean, I'm happy to know that at least that it's you've been able to somewhat shift that towards how the team is doing instead of kind of yourself too, which is cool. And I agree. And I kind of sitting at this point as well, like kind of no matter what the results may be, there is finally a light that I've seen that Fnatic has it, right? We don't know what it is yet, but
we're looking juicy.
I think so.
We're looking a little bit juicy.
Yeah,
we're looking not bad. Could be better though, but it's I think we're looking footballist tomorrow. I'm feeling confident.
Which I think so too, right? Because right after that, if you win that, when you win that, BBL again. So you go ahead,
Giants,
get the run back,
I guess.
Yeah. So should be a fun time, yeah. And final thing I had as well too is I remember asking Minnie a while back when I met him, was what do you miss most about the SUMNFC days, right? Just kind of reminiscing about way back in the days. And
I
he
think
mentioned about being sorry, I was saying he just mentioned about being an underdog. But I want to hear your answer on it too.
I think I just miss the freshness of it, you know, like everyone hustling, trying to make their way, trying to make it. It was like refreshing, especially when you've been at the top or like you're in a team, you kind of forget those sort of experiences and that kind of hunger, not hunger, but that kind of like, when you've been in like at the top, you forget why you play the game kind of, and you focus only on winning. But when I was in SUMNFC, like I didn't really expect to win stuff. I was just trying to do as far as possible, and it was more enjoyable. So I think that's the thing I missed the most is the newness of it, the excitement of like the unknown of like not knowing what you're gonna do, but trying your best anyway. And it doesn't matter because no one really cares if you win or lose. But now, obviously, we have a following, we have a reputation. Everyone likes to see like the giants crumble or whatever the saying is and stuff. So yeah, we got targets on our back, but there's so much support out there for us that it does help, especially, you know, yeah, I just like the support. Like I get nice messages, letters, stuff like that. It just really helps. I really appreciate those fans as well, and I wouldn't be where I am without all of that, all the experiences that I've had. So just day by day on the grind.
Yeah, so yeah, you do actually take like I found like real care to like talk to every single one of your fans that you've had. I've seen like every meetup, every call, everything. You like take like so much time with them too, which is really impressive.
I was a fan. It's because I was a fan.
Right.
You know, when I was in Counter-Strike, I'd see these pro players. I'd be like, oh, I really want a picture with Device. He was outside a hotel, and I went and took a picture with him at some event. Stuff like that. And like, I got to interview Glaive one time. I was following the London Major vlog. I was vlogging it, but the Angel was even there for Hellraisers and stuff like that. And I just remember like doing these, having my camera and being like, oh, I'd love to talk to these players, you know. And I just wanted to make sure that when I'm pro, I'm approachable for fans, you know, because it goes a long way. I remember how I felt.
Well, I mean, hey, one would say you might be the most approachable guy there is, man. So with always with the constant big smile on your face. So I find no one's necessarily worried about saying hi to Boaster, which is very nice to see. But either way, that is my time, brother. Thank you again for yours as well too. It's been a pleasure to watch you guys play this year. I can't wait for more. Cheers.
Yeah.